What is up, guys? It's Caitlin B and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a very requested video in my college advice series, and that is for me to talk about my ways on how I stay awake in class, how I stay alert and focused. They may be your generals, they may not be something that you're very interested in, but you have to take it. So I'm going to share with you guys my top 5 tips. Obviously this video is meant to stay focused and alert in class, which is going to help you get good grades. But if you want to learn how I really improve my grades and all of my study tips, then I have a whole other video on that, and you guys can go check that out in the description box below. And since this is a studious video, I thought I would wear 5 different glasses for the 5 different tips. So stay tuned till the end of the video and I will talk all about these glasses and how you can get your own. So without further ado, here are my top 5 tips. Tea break. My first tip is something that I've touched briefly on in my college tips for good grades video, which you can check out again in the description box below. But that is to find a good seat in your class. This is especially important in college. It's not as relevant in high school because usually you have assigned seats, at least I did in my school. But in college, most of the time you can pick your own seats. And even though there's not an assigned seating chart, usually people tend to sit in the same spot every day just because it's nice to kind of know where you're sitting, and you know, you can be by your friends and stuff. But it's really important to make sure that you sit in the front or in the T-zone area of the classroom. So if the teacher is up here, sit either in the front or in the center of the rows. I know a lot of people don't like to sit in the front of the room because you're more likely to be called on, but that's kind of the point, because if you're more likely to be called on, if you're sitting in that kind of hot zone where the teachers are paying most attention to the students, then you're going to be wanting to pay attention because you don't want to make a fool of yourself and not know what you're talking about, and you know, you don't want to be dilly-dallying on your computer. And it does help when the teacher calls on you because you're learning from that, you're paying attention, you're using what you've heard and projecting it back. And that's going to help you study, especially when you have a test coming up, because you're going to retain the information more. Do yourself a favor and get there at least 10 to 15 minutes before the first day, just so that you have priority picking in your seats. And if you're the last one in, you're probably going to be sitting in the back, and then you're going to end up in the back most likely for the rest of the semester. So just get there early on the first day of the semester and then you get your first pick. Side note, I'm also wearing my glasses down the bridge of my nose, not only because I look like a studious teacher, but because it avoids this ring light that I get from my lighting here, which, you know, I'm just trying to save a life here because you all know what happens when you see the ring. 7 days. My next tip is something that you guys have probably heard before. It's just kind of like a hack to stay awake and alert, but that is to have some cinnamon or peppermint. Whether that be a candy cane or cinnamon gum or even just a mint, whether that be peppermint or cinnamon, both of those scents or flavors are really good at helping your mind stay focused. And going along with that, if you're chewing this every single day in class or having a mint of this flavor every day in class, keep it consistent. Keep it either peppermint or cinnamon when you're studying for something, because if you have that same flavor later on when you're taking the test, then your mind is going to also remember that information that you were studying while having that flavor, if that makes sense. So if I was studying for my test, studying my notes, and I had a cinnamon gum in, and then I go ahead and take the test a week later and also have cinnamon gum, then I'm going to be more likely to retain that information from that prior study session. And that's just science, guys. So my next tip is to stretch or do some form of yoga or cardio in the morning before class. I know cardio can be kind of a stretch, so go ahead and do a stretch. I find this especially helpful if I have an early morning class. It's really hard for me to pay attention to my morning class as much and want to go to that class as much because I'm just not a morning person. So if you feel me, go ahead and just stretch in the morning. Just do some simple stretches over your back, stretch out your arms, stretch out your legs, and it doesn't have to be long, just give yourself a couple of minutes. So if you're walking to class, you know, throw in a couple extra moves or stretches while walking there to kind of help you like pep up a little bit, and you'll be good to go. My fourth tip is super important, and it's something that I feel like a lot of people, especially college students, do not utilize. A lot of times people think that if they set their alarm to the very last second that you're gonna get the most sleep possible, but that's not quite true. Now I have two things for this tip. So first, I recommend setting your alarm at least 45 minutes to an hour before you actually have class and you have to be there. And I know this may be annoying for some people. Your body needs time to fully wake up and realize that it's awake. And if you're just going 5 minutes out and are trying to pay attention 5 minutes later in class, you know, your body isn't going to react as well as if you were gonna wake up earlier and give yourself that time to actually wake up. I personally like getting up earlier and I feel like I can get a lot more done that way. But going along with that is to get the Sleep Cycle app. It's going to help you so much. And what's really cool about this app is when you set it between, 7 and 8, for example, it's going to wake you up naturally when your body is out of that REM sleep. So if you just set your alarm for a set time every day, your body may be in REM sleep, and that's gonna mean that you're gonna wake up the most groggy, and it's gonna be really hard to pay attention that day, or at least most of the morning. But when the app wakes you up naturally when your body is most awake already, then you're gonna feel the most refreshed and rejuvenated because your body's already woken up, if that makes sense. I forgot I also got sunglasses, so I'm not gonna wear sunglasses in this last tip. But my last tip is something that you guys have heard all the time, and that is to eat breakfast. There are so many great options that you can do. You don't have to just have the same thing every day. But what I really like to do is make a good bowl of oatmeal, or if you're really not a breakfast person, just even eating an apple, which is a snack that's actually really good at keeping you awake, and it takes your body longer to break it down, so you're gonna actually get energy for longer. But having something in your system is going to give you some energy and just help you feel better because you're not gonna be focused on being hungry during that class or when lunch is, stuff like that. So make sure that you eat breakfast and also bring a good snack that's not gonna cause a crash, doesn't have a lot of sugar in it, and you will be so much happier. So those are my 5 tips on how to stay awake, pay attention in class. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and please give it a big thumbs up if this video helped you out a little bit. Now I just want to talk to you guys about the glasses that I was wearing in this video. I know that was just for fun. I'm sure you guys have heard of Warby Parker before. My sister actually started wearing their glasses long before I did. Warby Parker is a glasses brand. They have sunglasses and regular glasses. They're prescription or non-prescription. But you can also do their at-home try-on program, which is really cool. And you get to pick 5 glasses or sunglasses or a mix of both from their website, and you actually get to try them on at home, so you don't even have to leave your house to go try on some sunglasses or glasses. These are especially great for college students because they don't break the bank. Most of their glasses are $95. If you guys wear glasses already, then you know how expensive eyewear can be, which is absolutely insane. But all their glasses come with a case, a cleaning cloth. They're all anti-glare, anti-reflective for no extra cost. Probably the coolest thing, in my opinion, about Warby Parker is that they have a really good cause attached to them. For every pair of glasses that they sell, they will distribute one to someone in need. For me, that's really hard to comprehend because I personally cannot imagine not being able to see. I have really, really bad eyesight, and I just cannot imagine not being able to have access to a good pair of glasses that I can see, and that is just devastating. So the fact that they do that is really cool. These glasses are awesome quality and they look really, really great. So go ahead and check out their at-home try-on program if you want. It's completely free. You get 5 days with the glasses so you can try them on, see what your friends and family think, and then it includes a shipping label so you can just send it right back and you don't have to pay for a thing. So I will link their at-home try-on program right in the description box below, as well as just their site in general. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I really appreciate your guys' support and feedback, so please leave me some comments below. Other than that, I hope you guys have a fabulous day, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!